Hey guys, what is up? Mikey Laker Talk. Let's talk Lakers basketball. First preseason game in the books. Lakers beat up on the Warriors 123-101. Let's talk about it. Yes, it is a preseason game, so we won't go too crazy, but yes, we will go a little crazy because what we saw was something to be excited about. Now, if the Lakers had lost 123-101, it'd be a different kind of, headlines in the NBA, but so we can be a little excited about what we saw in the first quarter of this game. Nationally televised game. All NBA players are watching this particular game. They knew or kind of had an idea of what we might bring. We knew what we wanted to bring, and we put a stamp on the NBA. Just here's a little taste of what we're going to come with this season. And man, I'm excited. I know you're excited. This game felt, leading up to this game, when we waited so long, this game felt like a playoff game. Listen, I've been a Laker fan 30 plus years, 35 plus years, and I am excited about every single game. Summer League, preseason, this felt like a playoff game. Get out of the room, close the door, I want to watch. And we came out and we performed the way we needed to. And I'm excited about this. And yes, it's a preseason game. We'll calm down. Tomorrow I'll be calm, blah, 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 blah. But let's talk about this. So much I want to cover. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I watched the first half, had to head out to some Halloween thing, and then I came back, and I just want to get the recap out. Man, so much to talk about. But let's just go about it. So Lakers beat up on the Warriors 123-101. I'm going to go down the list, and I'm going to, kind of go all over the place, but try to stay with me. I'm trying to get my thoughts out on all this. I'm going to just start off this. Man, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, wow, showed up today. But let me just say this. AD, LeBron, JaVale, Danny Green, Avery Bradley are starting five. That I like. All right, I'll talk about that more so throughout as we go, but I like that. Let's just kick it off. Avery Bradley is a pest, is a beast on the ball defender. He didn't score any points. But what he showed against Steph kind of hassled him. And what he showed early on, this dude is crazy. Danny Green did what he needed to do, exactly what we need to do. Knock down those open shots and play tough deep on the guard. He's guarding. Guess what? D'Angelo Russell, negative 19, 4 points. Danny Green is a tough defender. And JaVale McGee, I love his length. The dudes, I love this dude. JaVale, I love this dude, which is going to bring me to Dwight Howard soon, but let me just touch on this. Anthony Davis, 22-10 in the first half only. They didn't play the second half. LeBron, 15-8 assists. If this was a real game, Anthony Davis would have went for 45 points and like 17 boards. MVP material, which we're all saying he could get MVP this year. LeBron would have went for like 28 and like 13 assists and like 8 rebounds. Just think about that for a second. And JaVale McGee chipped in 10 and 13. He played some second half. I like JaVale McGee's energy, which leads me to Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard looks very stiff. Within 30 seconds of this game, you can see Dwight Howard didn't have it. And like after a minute and a half, you're like, okay, in real-time NBA speed, Dwight Howard is far behind JaVale McGee. It was not even close. Basically, Dwight Howard, without it being an uncontested alley-oop or whatever, his flat tire seems to be permanent. He can't move. He's stiff. He doesn't have any lift. He doesn't have any offensive moves. He's one of those guys now where you say, okay, he's only going in there to give JaVale McGee rest. So go in there, Dwight. Let's get the oxygen mask. Let's put it on JaVale McGee and have him breathing a lot so he can get back on the floor. That's basically how bad Dwight Howard looked, which makes me believe, I think I want to go after now, and we can talk about it more, but I want to go after like a Kenneth Faried to kind of like back up Dwight Howard or to play alongside with Dwight Howard to give JaVale a little bit more rest, if you will. So having said that, but he was focused. He just doesn't have it anymore athletically. And he looked good in practice and videos, but in the games and in true NBA speed, he doesn't have it at all. He's like a third string backup right now. But now when you got that starting five, I like that starting five. Now, Avery Bradley, right? He's gonna pick up fouls, and he picked up 2 early fouls. I would say bring in like a Caruso. Instead, we brought in Rondo, which basically was a liability. They left Rondo wide open, and he couldn't knock down those shots. He does play a good pick and roll with Anthony Davis, but besides that, and he did knock down some shots in the second quarter, but truthfully, we need a guard who can do a little bit more than just, handle the ball on the floor and pick and roll with Anthony Davis or whatnot. Caruso is that guy. So if Avery Bradley, that happens again, I would say bring in Caruso, and then you bring in Caruso, and then right after that, you're going to bring in Kuz, Quinn Cook, and Dwight Howard and KCP off the bench to give the starters rest, right? So I would bring Caruso in first to replace Avery Bradley, because that gives us another ball handler, another guy who can pass, and another guard that's athletic around that same size. KCP comes in. Somebody shot me this tweet, said KCP still playing prison ball. Now, I almost fell out of my chair when I heard that. KCP playing prison ball. Man, that is such a perfect analogy. This fool comes in and just starts jacking up threes. Shout out to that cat who sent me that tweet. I can't take credit for it, but said KCP straight playing prison ball. Man, I put KCP and Rondo on the trading block quick when I saw these cats. But I'm going to say this. Rondo's on the trading block, KCP's on the trading block. But I like what I saw out of KCP. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to tell you what I like from him. So I come back home from my Halloween thing, and I watch the second half. I just want to see the G League players. I wanted to see what Caruso was doing. I love how JaVale McGee played with the second unit. What I saw out of KCP when he was playing with the second unit, KCP is still a pest of a defender. And he's not lazy. He sticks with his man. He goes around picks. He knows how to play defense. He keeps his core in front of people. He moves his feet well. He's not lazy. He's a really good defender. And I like that out of KCP. If I look at KCP from that aspect, I like him for that. But the one thing that we don't like about KCP is he plays that tough D along with, he's not as good as Avery Bradley, but he takes shots, like open shots, like pull-ups. We're like, what the hell are you doing? If he limited that, but he's still on the trading block. But I'm just saying, I like what I got out of KCP in terms of on the defensive end. Love the fact that even with the second unit, he's still balling out. He's still hustling. And so, game recognized game. I do recognize that from and Rondo. We getting on Rondo too, but Rondo hit down some. They were playing off Rondo like by 20 feet, and he knocked down a couple of shots, threes. And so let's give it to him. But Caruso looks good as a backup point guard. Quinn Cook nursing a calf injury. I was begging Frank Vogel to put in some shooters in there, because when we put in Rondo and KCP and we had Dwight Howard in there, it looked bad for a moment. We didn't have anybody that can shoot, and we really needed some shooters in that moment around when you're gonna put in somebody like Dwight Howard who really doesn't have it offensively. Now Troy Daniels, I like what I saw from Troy Daniels. It took him a second to kind of get going, but Troy Daniels has the outside shot and he has mid-range too. He's just a good shooter. Like he can, stop on a dime and pull up and hit a nice 2-pointer. And he's done that. He did that in this game. Ended up with 14 points. I love what I saw from Troy Daniels. And then he pulled up from like 27 feet and knocked down all net. And I think he's just getting started. So I think he can be our little Eddie House for this team. I like him. He's a guy that we knew can shoot, and he comes in and he shot the ball well. Kuzma didn't play. When Kuzma's back, whether he starts or he comes off the bench, man, we're going to be scary. It looked like we had an all-star team at one point in the first quarter. That's how crazy our team looked, and that's how crazy we looked in this game. We were basically men amongst boys. Give me the ball, Draymond, get out of my way. Boom. Nobody can guard Anthony Davis. And LeBron is still a beast. It's straight. I mean, we traded little boys for real men. That's how it looked in this game. Wow. I don't even know what else to say other than I think I covered it all, but I was excited. I mean, it's been like 4 hours since the game happened, 5 hours since the game happened. I calmed down, but the game was lit. I was live tweeting in the first half, and man, I'm excited about this game. I'm excited what we saw. I'm excited about what we kind of just touched on just a little bit. And when we get our full squad going, and when Quinn Cook is in there, another guard that can hit some knock down some shots. Kuzma, another guy that offensively is almost at an all-star level. We're going to be really scary. I probably forgot something, but I don't want to go on too long. I just want to give you a little bit of my excitement, and that's pretty much what I got for you. Anyway, hit me up in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on this first game, what you were thinking, how you were feeling, and what you saw out there that stood out to you. Thanks for watching. As always, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that notification button. And as always, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MikeSportsLA. I'll holler at you guys in the next video. Peace.